How you doing? How you doing? Let's get it right. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? I gotta get this music straight. Cool, cool. I want to hear the music with the little bass in there, you know? Every time a man matters. But for now, we're just.
Now what's on her neck more than a beautiful breast. Without common intellect, and tell me what is the use? Our conversations after sex wouldn't be about sex. So if you want that drama tip, then it's on to the next. If you want your grown woman, then I'm on your neck. And I will not settle for less. And to tell you the truth, I'm the best in the bed, in the streets, in the booth. And I'm choosing you. So tell me what it do. Hey, mama, pull that ass over. Cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To the ground, what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, maybe this is yours. Come on, let's get it right. Hey girl, let me tell you something. This is what happened. Let's get it right. Me, you, living room on the couch. Candles lit, but all the other lights are out. I'm not the plumbing man, but I'm finna pull a pipe out. Don't like that dress no more, take it off right now. Hold on, girl, take it slow, cause I'ma tell you right now. All that OG got me feeling right now. The way you move them hips make me wanna bite down. Damn, girl, you're moving quick already in your nightgown. And yeah, the music's right, the melody is nice. Lay down, you're looking hot, let me cool you with this ice. Not the romantic type, see I know what you like. But fuck some Chardonnay, we'll sip Ciroc all night. And you know how to dress, lingerie all white. So far I'm impressed, must say you're alright. Fuck me a lady like tip the bottle till you walk around the house like a gypsy model. Hey, hey mama, pull that ass over. I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To the ground, what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, maybe this is yours. Come on, let's get it right. Let's get it right. Let's get it right, little mama. I might be yours for the night, little mama. Let's get it right, little mama. I'll be yours for one night, no drama. Let's get it right, little mama. I might be yours for the night, little mama. Let's get it right, little mama. I'll be yours for one night, no drama. Let's get it, get it right. We can do it, we can do it all night. Go on to the sunrise. I'ma hit it right. No lie, you with the right guy, I'm on sharing. No lie, you very apparent. I recognize I'm in the presence of magnificence. I feel at home with you, so tell me where to pitch the tent. I get it, I promise I'ma hit it right. She said that nigga hit it once, but he did it right. One of a kind, bro, I can one and dine ya. I'm like the dog, I'm at my best when I'm behind ya. Hey, mama, pull that ass over. Cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. I'm set to the ground, what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, maybe this is yours. Only for the night, come on, girl, let's get it right. Oh, let's it right.
All right, now I'm gonna try to hook this up to the other one.
Waiting to connect to Bluetooth device.
Not right now. Let me see how this works. No, we don't want to use that one. No, we haven't heard in a while. Is Catch Me. Right? We haven't heard that in a while. Let's see how it sounds. All right. Sorry about the silence there. I'm sorry. I'ma stop one time for love. One time for love. One time. It's like my mind's on drugs. And baby, will you catch me? 'Cause I'm ready to. I'm ready to let you feel up everything you try. Baby, will you catch me? 'Cause I'm ready to. I'm ready to catch me. When a boy turns man, he understands his place. He understands his fate is on his plate. To be taken for granted creates hate. That I mentioned I'm a little different, trying to create space and save face. Become a loyal man and say grace. Have a place for my heart to rest. That'll be great. They said pray. I did patiently wait for the rates. No retaliate, no debate. Dust off and focus straight. I'll give my life if every day you make my day. I'll make my way into your heart's hall of fame. Call it fate to call you my never late. Home run, home plate, hard win, ceremony, dug out, vacate. Yeah. I'ma stop one time for love. It's like my mind's on drugs. If I fall, baby, will you catch me? 'Cause I'm ready to. Are you ready to catch me? If I fall, baby, will you catch me? Catch me, catch me, catch me. Yes, Lord.
see what we got. What we got. Anything anybody want to hear? Play a couple by request. Anything anybody wants to hear before I pick something. All right. I know how to see if we get the right one. That'd be right. Who enjoyed last night? I went back and watched it twice.
Talk to, I heard the boss try to. Baby, here I am, it's all about you. Give me a reason not to doubt you. Cause all this love, all the same. I need that dream. I'm a fiend for what you bring. Says, wait, hold up. Is she bipolar? You said you want a grown man. Baby, I'm my own man. I pay my own bills. I'm ready to listen. I love to love. Share my business. Love to love. And share with it. Yeah. I wanna love you. What? The killer smile and a happy touch make life worth with you. I wanna let your eyes spit with the clutch, but we ain't fucking bad. We making love. We may fuss and we fight, but no, we ain't breaking up. Trust issues, I know it. They say 2 months better show it. Tryna live it wrong, just end up lonely, heartbroken. She's sad like the queen, like Cleopatra. You can't just smack her. She's far from the average face of upgrade. You can't move backwards. Be the same chick back in grade school. They say beauty is of the essence. I can tell time it ain't age you. Back then I fucked up, now I got your back. I die about you. Aren't you trying to slip and bring it back? I'll pull your hair while I'm out. Try on a real nigga that'll kill with you, gon' build with you. How I'm wrong about it. Ain't gon' run this time when you fuck you up. Gon' hold you down when it's dark as hell. They got the other bitches hating rag. Bitch that gon' fly out. What they gon' do with the poets, but they fucking with some monsters.
How about that, girl? Hey, Maggie. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can call something up. Do me a favor. Just hit me up on Hangouts. Let me see how this works. Okay, what was it? Right now was the other one? Is this the right version? Let's see. Yeah, this is the original. Hold on. It don't sound right, but it ain't right. Give me a second. Go up. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Give me 1 second. I can multitask, but to a certain degree. I'll just put it right back in the drive. I gotta organize my drive. Just, there we go.
Zodiacs. What it do, Sean?
I can't hear
This
you
one
yet.
for the ladies.
So K Money said she wants to come, right? You can add K Money to the call. I'm gonna mute until after the song.
I ain't like them niggas.
Huh?
I don't like them niggas. I just want
What
the
you say?
girl. So I can show her what you niggas should've showed her. She can't wait no more, fuck it, I'm pulling over. Eat that pussy, then raise her up on my shoulder. Drop her back off, you ain't even knowing. Cool world, let me heat it up with you. I'm talking like yesterday. Oh, it's a cold world. Let me heat it up with you. I'm talking like yesterday. Like yesterday. I ain't gotta touch it, you can touch yourself. I'ma do it to the right and to the left. If you wanna fight, hit you with my best. Not now, but right now. Baby, come a little closer, let me lay this pipe down like Dre. No, me and him ain't the same, no. Head on the highway, I share my way. From my Monday to Friday, I be riding. With another nigga bitch, kissing on the lid, feeling on the click. Little mama, you the shit. I already know who you rolling with. Smoking on that potent shit. Like right now. Like right now. Like right now.
I'll be right back.
Smoke that light now, lights out. Tell me what you like now, I ain't proud. To burn for. Light now, lights out. Tell me what you like now, I ain't proud. To burn for. I pull up on a bitch like she ain't about to get that hurt. First we hit that hurt, then I take off my shirt. I don't know when I'm coming back. I'ma give you what you like. She turn around, keep coming back. I like that, go ahead, throw it back. Like collateral, no collateral. We do it like animals, like damn, where her panties go. On me, it really don't matter. I like that thing fatter. Just lay back, let me feast your platter. Let a skinny nigga meet your bladder. Right now, right now. I know how to treat you each lady. I know how to treat you like a lady. I know you want it, but I really need. I know you want it, but I really need. I'ma treat your body like a playground. It's on as soon as you lay down. Let me ride your waves now, like hey now. Yeah, I want you right now. I want you right now. Bitches. I want your body right now. I want your body right now. I want your body right now. I want your body right now, baby. I want your body right now, baby. I want your body right now. I want your body right now, baby. Hey, I want your body right now, right now. Bottoms. I don't know about you, nigga, I don't care about them. Work like light now, lights out. Turn with the light now, I ain't proud. To burn for. Light now, lights out. Turn with the light now, I ain't proud. To burn for.
Get money. Were you trying to were you hanging out as well? Are you hanging out? Yeah, you still there? Am I unmuted? Yeah. Hello. Man, I'm losing everybody. Where y'all at? No problem, no problem. I don't like the volume on this thing. This volume low. Yeah, I don't know where everybody went. Okay. Let me see. I'll see if I can add. So I'm probably gonna have to hook this up to the speaker. No, when I was gone, all the yelling and the family, so many people. A lot of the times we had to yell to get our point across or even have conversations. Yep. I was gonna put the camera on.
I don't want you to see me. God, I don't know how to change my fucking screen.
Let me see. Can I change?
No, I like my look. I love what you gave me. Look. Look, see my. I love that. Hi. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Ain't too many.
Am I too loud? That's not
No, you're not loud enough. I think I'm gonna hook it up to a speaker.
You don't hear an echo because I'm looking at the chat, although there's nobody here but us, but it's okay. But I can see Sean. Hi, Sean.
How you doing? I'm about to I was gonna record the hangout, like record the device that, have my camera looking at the device that we're doing hangout on. But it don't matter. But I do wanna somehow hear. It's so low. Can't hear us. So I'm gonna try something real quick.
I got you on speaker.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just hooked it up.
Okay, so I'm louder now.
Why do you keep coming back and forth?
I know, Ziz, you don't want me loud, girl. I'm always loud. I don't mind. You don't mind? I'm always loud in your ear. What I do is I put my volume to the middle so I know because I'm loud. You know. Everybody, how you doing, Sean? Sean, something's wrong with your voice. Are you catching a cold?
Nah.
Or is it the speaker?
My family, we kind of like yellers. Everybody talks loud, and you gotta think it was so many people. You got a house full of loud people. We listen loud too. We all feel like if we say it low, that you're not gonna hear us. So, and then we had some confrontation, some family stuff with resolve. So it was, it's a well-deserved voice.
Okay.
Yeah. So how was your holiday week?
I don't have a holiday. You guys had it. I don't have one. I was working all week.
All week, huh?
All week. I've been working hard. Let's tell you, I can't even take a day off. I remember I used to go to work for 4 days. I can't take a day off. Nope. Yes, it sucks, but the money's good. I'm happy.
Money.
That's why they call me Get Money.
That's the goal. But it's always good.
How was your holiday?
Oh,
Sis?
are you there, Ziz?
I'm still here.
Oh, she asked how was your holiday, woman?
Can you hear me?
Now we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, my holiday was good.
Good.
Mhm. So yeah,
It was peaceful.
lots of hypocrisy. So, do you guys believe in conspiracy theories?
Depends on which ones.
Well, I think anybody who believes in them don't believe in all of them. I just think there are some people who believe in none. They just don't. Oh, I'm not into that stuff. While it's directly affecting your life, I don't believe theories are fact or not. There's some facts, and then people can have their theories about what those facts are about or how those facts are. I don't know. I mean, but some things aren't theory; they're factual. And people choose to believe it or not, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe in that.
Yeah. So are things starting to clear up a little bit out there on the YouTube streets? It's starting to kind of...
Nah, YouTube streets is still fucked up. Excuse the language. See, you can tell I've been in there because I'm cursing.
Hey, you know,
Yeah, it's messed up. It is really messed up.
I think if we're honest with ourselves and we say it's entertainment, then it's like, just like with anybody, we're able to judge the show we like. It's entertainment. You either like it or you didn't. I don't think our personal feelings should be so involved, you know?
But the strange thing about it is, sometimes the chat is different from what the channel holders are saying.
Oh,
You know, you have pockets of conversations with people. You know,
But
that's what I like about it.
I think sometimes too the problem is when the channel holder is either not paying attention to everything or pays attention to some things, and it's like, and then you're saying it out loud. So you as the channel holder, you're creating a narrative. Like if it just stayed in the chat, the public wouldn't know it. Like it wouldn't be something, you know. So it's I think it's about how you channel hold as well.
Mm-hmm.
But subs play a major role because a lot at this point, when content runs dry or certain things become content, you're actually feeding yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
But but they've been like, I'm on all spectrums of this YouTube, in the conscious community, back to the J4K, in the middle, the boxing community, and I can tell you, man, they fighting all over the place.
You know what really puts it in perspective is the positive community is fighting. You know?
Yeah.
Like I mean, they're fighting. Yeah. It's like they're like
fighting.
No pun intended, but they're like Rob and Straight Drop. You know what I mean? It's like it's unbelievable to me. So you know if the conscious community is fighting, you know what everybody else is liable
it's
to
like
doing.
that, yeah. I think it's just the time of the year. No, you guys in warm weather out there. I don't see why I would be happy in the warm weather.
Hey, well, you know they are kind of made. It's warm compared to you, but that shit cold compared to where I'm at.
I don't know why, but I'm getting like a feedback, or no, it's like a delay.
Yeah.
I'm getting some kind of delay because I'm watching you on my iPad.
You might need to pause the actual show. You can still see the chat move if it move, but push pause on the live feed.
Yeah, chat ain't going nowhere. But I see you. But
one of y'all
I'm talking to you, and
one of y'all might have the actual live feed playing. Pause the live feed.
Yeah, well, I'm talking on my cell phone, and I'm watching you from my iPad. Okay. Because if I, that's why.
All right, can you hear my voice coming out of the iPad?
No, I shut it down because then you'll hear feedback. You'll hear a lot of echoing. So I turned down my iPad,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can't see you on my phone, but I see Zizzy. Hi, Zizzy.
Can I say too? It is so interesting how much stuff. Like I'm not passing judgment or nothing like that. I'm really sitting back as like somebody who just came out of nowhere and then kind of watched this community evolutionize into all the little parts. It kind of really blows my mind to know all of the shit that's been going, and I don't even know all of it, but just to know what I know all of that has been going on in the backgrounds, like in hangouts and shit like that, and people's phone numbers. It's crazy. That's why I was saying a long time ago, man. If we just everybody stay in their lane, keep their emotions out of it, not be so personal. This community overall could have been a beautiful thing.
I stay in my lanes. I don't do no back.
Oh yeah,
I don't. They call it back.
You're a model.
Yeah, I go in and I love everybody.
You're
but
a model.
I mean, there's a lot of people on, and it's they see it. They're trying to figure out how to not bring it to them, you know.
Yeah.
But it's hard to bring these people that come in from nowhere, man. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it happen.
Mm-hmm.
They
But
just.
I do want to give you a shout out too, K-Money. You weren't there yesterday, but you are a model sub. You are one who can go to all platforms without a biasness towards another platform you left or anything like that, and go around, give high fives and what's ups, and don't I think you were misjudged earlier, and
I can't hear you. You're breaking up on me. Wait a second. You're breaking up on me, Pat. Okay, go ahead.
I was just saying I think you're misjudged.
I got to the platform.
Okay, I think you were misjudged a little earlier, but you're a model YouTube subscriber. You go where you go, you don't leave a message and trail the bullshit, and
True.
I think
I'm a Canadian. We're nice.
Most of you.
Most of us. No, I'm a real bee sometimes, when need be, but I don't have a problem with nobody. Nobody. Everybody got that side of them.
Yeah, I think most women do have that streak in them, but nowadays, in a more feminine way, a lot of dudes do too. I've seen more than I would like to admit that I've seen of the back and forthness. I think sometimes we just need to say what we have to say about something and go let it go and make you look good. Make you look good.
Yeah.
But I'm like when people say stay in my own lane, it's not even a highway where I get to choose. I'm on like one of them back country roads that nobody want to drive down anyway. And when I get to the end of that road, my little house, I gotta drive to my neighbor's house. It's peace where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I ain't gotta fight traffic and nothing like that getting in and leaving home. So I just stay in my lane, man. Anywho.
I know, but I'm meeting a lot of interesting people. I told you I gave you the sites on that of YouTube.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting people. I mean, there's one guy, Art, that he's really interesting. He's got knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I don't go Snapchat either. I'm like everywhere. Believe me, I'm everywhere. But how come, Sean? I do not know I'm not getting no notifications with you. None.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I get
I'm gonna
everybody.
have to unsubscribe and subscribe again because I was so upset. I was home yesterday and I was watching Netflix. And I didn't see you were live. I was home.
Did you hit the bell on more than once?
I have the bell. It says all notifications.
I don't know. I get everybody's notifications, and I even get my own. I don't know.
No, I don't get it. If I'm on Netflix, I don't get it at all. I don't get it. I can get it in my inbox. If I go to I have to go to YouTube. But I used to get a bell, like it used to ding, ding. Yeah, it used to be annoying, actually. But I don't get it anymore. It's weird.
That's what's up. So, yeah, did you guys enjoy it? Well, I know you didn't finish it all, but did you enjoy what you heard of the poetry? I think it was one of the better ones.
No, I heard the poetry. I finished the poetry part when you said, if you like to put word up there. I finished that. Didn't you see my word?
Right, I
put
seen
word
your word.
in your... Yeah, I was actually making my comments like I was in the chat.
Well, I know.
I
'Cause I was
commented
actually
3 times.
when I went back and read it, I could see because I think Tonette used to do that too. She used to have like 15 comments in the comment section, but they were lined up as
Yeah.
she was hearing what she was hearing.
Yeah.
I was all
But I
going
just
back
didn't. I
lined
didn't
up.
finish the end.
Yeah,
I'm at the end now.
yeah, but it was a good one. I think I'm gonna hook my little voice recorder thing up where it translates the words and like play that and see if it picks it up. Hey,
I want to say hi. Hi in the chat. Whoever came in. There's 3 of us now.
Tammy.
Who's in the chat? Oh, hi, Tammy, love. How are you, sweetie?
Let me see if I can add it.
There's my girl. Spirits was here. Where'd she go? She gone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a few more.
Okay. Yeah, Tonette's hanging out with the family.
Right.
To be expected.
Kind of feel a little bad that Spirit left.
Why?
Because, you know, we all hang out. She didn't have to come on the line.
Right.
She could have stayed in the chat.
Why did she leave?
I don't know.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi.
Hi, Jeremy.
I'm good, y'all.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard your voice in a long time. We've been
Me too.
messaging, right? But
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. How was your holiday?
Oh, it was good.
That's good.
yeah.
Yep.
Mine is pretty
Enjoying the
good.
babies.
Yeah, I seen that. She's gone, man. So quick.
Isn't that?
They all do though. I kind of get annoyed when people say it's getting big. I'm like, isn't he supposed to?
Right, but y'all, it's happening so fast.
Yeah, but it's natural, I guess, to say.
She's got a baby on the way.
Oh shoot,
Who has a baby? You got another baby on the way?
got the fever.
Yeah.
Oh,
My son and daughter.
nice, nice.
She got the fever, huh?
Yeah, because my family has 2 more. We got a boy coming. Oh, 2 boys actually are coming. 2 new boys are coming.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
My son Dylan has a little boy on the way. And then Keenan and Carly are pregnant. So
But
Girl, you're going to be busy.
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
yeah,
Don't let them wear you out, though.
at some point, I'm gonna have to drop. I'm gonna have to do what we discussed before and leave a couple super chats
No.
with my link.
That's crazy. Oh wait, I'm sorry, y'all. I was talking about
So where's Amanda? I want to hear Amanda's voice.
I don't know. She
That's
was
another one that left.
I thought she was in there. She left.
She was in here? I said hi to her, but I don't know if she was in here. I
I
just
know
said hi.
Spirit doesn't do hangout. And Amanda probably won't do hangout either.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
As soon as Sean called me, they left.
I'm gonna see.
They were like, "Oh, you're not getting me tonight."
I'm gonna see if she answers them.
But it's funny though, because I talk all week. I don't want to talk in the weekend. I don't mind typing in the chat,
right.
but I don't mind with Sean. Sean's about
Carla.
what? Shush.
You're talking to us.
I'm talking to you. I talk to you every day, all day, all day.
I said,
He called me right up.
He said,
Yeah. I know, because I ain't gonna lie.
with a
We age this when we talk for hours because my phone cuts off on us.
That's a shut up. That's a shut up with a CH. UT.
Oh,
Let me see.
yeah.
It comes up.
Well, we haven't done this in a long time, eh, Sean?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same
No,
thing.
it's been forever.
Yeah.
Shit, we be getting scared of this bullshit. I'll be running from that shit.
Shit over here. We don't bring it with us over here. It's when you sometimes when you open the door for everybody to come in,
Yeah.
that's when the problem happens, you know?
No, because remember I got thrown off a little bit with that whole hangout thing. Like people were saying different shit happening in the hangouts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Them getting hacked and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean a private hangout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that. Remember, we just kind of stopped for a minute because it was just like, I know I did.
Yeah.
I just didn't even want to think about it. You know, it was just okay. I'm gonna let that be what it is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was some time ago.
Right. Amanda's been on Hangouts before, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
No.
Not with us.
No.
No.
I thought one time she came like really quick.
Oh, maybe I wasn't there.
Cause you know, because if
One
you've
of the
been in
days I
there,
left.
it'll show. You know, if you've been in there, like in your previous, like when I'm typing your name in, it'll pop up for memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just said hi to her. She wasn't in there. Oh, she was. I thought. Yeah, I did.
She was in there. Yeah. She
Right.
did. She popped in for a
That's right.
second.
That's right. I thought I said.
Hi, Amanda. You did say hi, Amanda.
Okay, let me see. Let's see.
I know, but I saw the chat. I mean, I saw your show yesterday, and I sent her a message in Facebook because I saw she popped down a little bit. It seems like, you know, so I just sent her a hi,
Yeah.
uplifting message.
Yeah, it goes far sometimes.
Yeah,
It sure does.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it sucks to know that some people are going through things you can't really help, but you know, sometimes
Right.
if you've been through it as well, you know, your keep going girl may have some more significance than somebody just saying it's gonna be all right and they don't know what you went through.
Mhm.
You guys are her elders in a sense, so it's like I'm not your struggle is unique, but there's only one or two ways to really come out of any struggle, you know?
Yeah.
So, inspiration.
In a sense,
Huh?
Sean, it's true. In a sense, that's true.
Mhm.
But when you have someone that is close to you by your side, you know, to help you get through those tough times, it really takes some of the load off that person
Yeah.
that's going through shit.
And
Even if you just have somebody to vent to, you know?
right. And even
I
sometimes
said, even if you just have somebody to vent to. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah, everybody needs somebody to vent to sometimes.
Yeah.
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 But sometimes people are so kind of engulfed into their thing. Like when somebody's in the middle of depression, there are stressed, there's really nothing you can do about it. You know, you can take them on vacation, and if they're not out of their head enough, they're not going to enjoy their vacation. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a process.
All we
That's
could do
true.
is a shoulder to lean on.
Right.
That's true, though.
Adulting.
But I still want her to know, you know, somebody's there for her. But she gotta do is reach out.
That's it.
I'm there for her,
Me too.
or any of us.
Anybody.
Right. I guess I hit the button. Doo-doo. Hold on, y'all. That was interesting. Come on, Jesus.
I think they're expecting snow Monday.
Oh, we got all kinds of snow here. You want some?
No, I mean, look, let me get used to it slowly over here because I'm not used to snow at all.
We're 2 degrees. We're in the heat wave. We're 2 degrees.
Oh wow. That's
Listen,
so
man, we
much.
was minus. Listen, no lie. One day I came off of the bus from work
Oh my
and it was minus 11. Cold. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't. I was trying to run and I don't run. I was trying to run in my house.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Cold.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nasty.
You know, that's so,
Crazy weather, honey.
I feel bad for you when it's a heat wave at 2 degrees. It's so sad. If I ever get into a batting contest with a Canadian, I'm definitely using that.
I guess I got tough skin. I'm used to it now.
You have no choice but to have tough skin. That's what cold weather
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
does. Man, I bet y'all be. I mean, if I was you, I'll be have Vaseline on all over the place all the time.
I got a nice little winter coat, so it keeps me warm.
Vaseline jackets, man.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's something I need to get because I don't have one yet.
Oh, you better hurry up, honey, because it's gonna creep up. But aren't you in Chicago? I know Chicago's a windy city. So it's not cold.
No pun
I'm not
intended.
actually in Chicago. I'm like 85 miles south of
Okay. Because I know I was in Chicago. That city's windy. Windy.
yeah.
That's like every city of 85 miles from Los Angeles. They say that too.
Mhm.
There's no respect for your hometown. Oh, we from Los Angeles. No, you're not.
They don't know what it is.
Yeah. So, do you guys celebrate Christmas?
Sean, do you outside?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's up Christmas. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I do.
You might celebrate Hanukkah, you know, too.
I celebrate Kwanzaa too.
Yeah, Kwanzaa.
Yeah, I celebrate Kwanzaa. It's like after Christmas, you got 7 days of celebration as well, and up till January 1st. It's more like an African holiday, you know. Yeah, we celebrate that as
Are
well.
candles involved in that one? Because I know Hanukkah has candles, I think.
Candles, everything, but it's like, you know, it's just gathering of the family, and I don't do the church thing, right? So I just go with the family when they have the meals every day, and
Yes,
it's just sometimes you dress in a African attire. That's nice.
it's a good excuse to spend some quality time with family and
That's it.
You know, extended family and whatnot. Like this, I made a priority to go. Well, I didn't want nothing in my way when my brother was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Sure." I haven't seen my sister in 7 years. My son is 6.
Why Sean is echoing?
Oh yeah,
So,
I know he's singing.
am I the only one echoing?
You're in and out, actually.
I think it's because of the show, because of the recording of the show. Remember when we used to hang out, it was, well, no, I think we did it off the phone too, but typically you hang out, you do your live through your hangout.
Okay.
So, let me see.
Hey, can I say something? I want to say hi to the people in the bushes. You could come out and say hi to us. You know, we don't fight. There's 9 of you watching. Say hi. We're here. We're good. Hi. How you doing?
I'm gonna try
I'm gonna
something.
type it in the chat. I'm gonna type it in the chat because
If I mute my voice
hi,
right here,
everybody. Should I call them bush people or porch people?
We use the poach.
I don't like porch people,
Hi,
but we
everybody.
can
Come in.
say people on the porch. So yeah, we'll do our potluck poetry is what we're gonna call it. Because yesterday I called it poetry potluck. I like potluck poetry. That's what we're gonna call our poetry when we do it. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna
Okay.
pause. I'm gonna mute my voice on Hangouts, but we still gonna be able to hear y'all, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys through the live. All right, can y'all hear y'all? Can
I
y'all
come
hear
and
me?
say hi. Look how I spelled hi. Hey, sorry. Am I smoking weed? You know, we.
You're crazy. All right, can you ladies? Can y'all hear me?
No, it was 2 wine coolers I just had. Okay, y'all. You know me and my wine, eh, Sean?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, he muted himself. No, you muted yourself,
Well, can
honey.
you hear me?
Oh,
Oh,
and
see,
no,
and you're on mute, so you're not gonna be able to hear me.
He muted
together.
himself to us.
I
Oh
can't.
no,
But
see,
he's speaking
see,
to the
it's
chat.
not just me.
Okay.
Everybody's echoing.
Everybody's echoing. Oh,
Yeah.
I know because I got the chat on. I got the chat on. I mean, I got my iPad and my phone, but that's how I see the chat. That's how come I know there's 7 people in there, and there's
Yeah.
only 4 of us.
Well,
So
it's
who's the other 3?
It's
Right?
8. It's 8 now. It was 9. Hey.
Oh, it was 9. Now we're down. Now it's 7. Hi.
Ooh.
We don't
Hello
bite.
to-
Come say hi.
Hello to the few who poked their head in. Happy holidays, holiday week, holiday weekend. No,
Can't hear you.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
in and out. Let me see. I don't know
But I
why.
hear the girl. I hear the other queen's fine.
Yo. Let me see.
Oh yeah, now I hear you. Oh,
Hey,
this
look.
is nice. This is nice.
Can you hear me
I
now?
miss the only we're missing Miss Classy now. That would be nice, eh? That's what we miss.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes,
Can you hear me now?
Miss Classy, cold Pepsi. Oh yeah, but yeah. Or oh man, where are all the other girls? I mean, they're probably having the same problem I had, not being able, to not knowing when you go live though, Sean. To be honest with you, because you know,
Probably.
all the lives I'm always in there, and I didn't even know when you were live. So
Well, that's
I know. It does suck. It sucks big time.
Yeah. So okay, so I'm gonna come back up on Monday. I'll just keep it the same. Change nothing. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll hang out sometime on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know this week is going to be a rough week for me. Like I can't take a day off. I know next week's going to be great for me. I can mess up. I can't, but
Good,
this
get your money.
week is going to be kind of rough. I got to get that money.
See, I feel your pain. It's kind of like tattoo. Like I understand like the rigmarole of having to go to work every day and all that. But shit, when them bills get paid, and you can look around and see and look around your home and see the things that are yours that you work for.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. It's called adulting.
Yes, that's true.
And I want to buy an air fryer. So yes, next week is the air fryer. I wanted to wait till December. Forget that. I want it now.
Hit that like button, y'all, on your way in, or perhaps on your way out. You know.
Or say hi to me in the chat. Hi, something, y'all. Don't just hi, everybody. Look at me. I'm a chat person. I love the chat.
There's other lives going on right now, so people probably over here, then they over there. You know.
Okay.
Hey, that's okay.
That's okay.
Oh yeah.
Right? We called them out. 2 left. I came out. Oh, Tammy, thank you, honey. I know we're at 3, but I mean, there's more. That was good.
That was cute.
That was really cute.
I had to do it.
Yes, I know. That was cute.
So what I was thinking about doing was playing an old going to one of the old poems like a couple months ago.
You know who I like?
Okay.
I like that lady. What's her name?
Portia.
The angry one. Portia, that's her.
Portia.
She's good, man. She's really good.
Portia got that. Like she'll beat you up. Do not let play with Portia.
She got that. She got that attitude. Like, honey, I'm listening. Oh yes, you stop.
I'm talking and you gonna listen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Poetry. Honest poetry. That was one of the first ones. So yes, it seems like everybody at least had a decent time this holiday. Nobody, you know, hurt or injured or missing anything that they started with.
No.
That's good.
But I hear, is the fire still happening in California out there?
I haven't checked on it. I should check on that and see. Let me see
Yeah.
before I even do that.
Because I've heard about you guys are having a lot of fires out there, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy.
And there's so much
See, that's-
woodland areas and stuff like that out there. It's crazy.
Is that because it's so dry you don't get a lot of rain or what?
I think
Or
if
it's just like I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous, okay? I got all this snow here, it's crazy.
I think if they wanted the rain, it could rain.
Yeah, I know, eh? You too, eh? You know they have control of our weather, right?
That's what I believe.
Mhm.
I believe that. I believe that too.
That's what I believe. But yeah, that echo sucks. We went down from 10. We went from 10 down to 3 people.
No, we're at 5.
Oh,
Two
now.
people in
Oh, okay. We're back up to 5. I'm blaming it on the rain.
Mine says
I mean, on the
there. We're blaming on the rain.
I'm blaming it on the rain. No, but it's supposed to be some enormous rain coming down. They said it sucks because it's gonna have all this burnt mudslides. So, like I was saying, one of the lies, one of the worst fires followed by one of the worst rain events in that same area. Coincidence? I'm just asking. Yeah. What's that?
who's watching them?
I don't know, but shit, y'all want to do what they do? I'm about to put it
That's
on.
not you, Ziz. Ziz, that is not you. You
Yeah,
didn't do that.
it is just is. Look at you over there sneak watching.
Sometimes you just gotta see
Mm-hmm.
You
what's going on.
cannot say.
Mm-hmm. Now be honest. Did you get a notification?
Ziz, stop your nonsense now, girl.
be honest. Did you get a notification for that?
Hey, I'm just saying, like, sometimes you gotta see how things run.
No, we don't want to go back.
That's my excuse.
Come on now. Go forward. And she's doing good now. I hope.
Hey,
She's doing good now. She don't sound, I don't know what she's doing now.
I don't have no ill will towards anybody.
She's fine. She's doing fine.
I just know. And when anybody saying nothing like that,
I
we just thought it
don't
was highly
I
interesting.
don't see her because
What we heard coming in the background. I hate that echo. I wonder where it's coming from.
you gotta turn that down.
something's on. Oh, thank you. That's where the echo is coming from. How come there's 4 people up on the screen? Oh, now.
Four
Oh, one is you and Sean? Oh, yeah, one Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am somebody.
I realized it. I
Right?
know, no. You know, yeah, there's always that background. But, you know, I'm looking at Sean's face on my iPad.
He said
I'm
it's so
talking to my
matter
phone
of
as
fact.
well.
This always has background. Yes. Peanut butter.
Yeah. Washing dishes. I can hear her washing dishes.
Oh, that was how Jamie was. She was cooking chicken and shit all the time.
Oh, I miss Jamie, boy. Yeah.
I
Oh.
spoke to her the other day.
Did you? How's she
Okay,
doing? Good?
She's doing good.
I'm gonna give y'all an update real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So they say heavy rain may complicate search for victims. Oh gosh, the latest count. They said nearly 1,000 people are missing. 77 confirmed.
1,000 people.
That was 4 days ago. Let me go to something more recent. 66% containment 4 days ago. All right, let me see if I can find a day.
Are they misplaced? No death? No deaths? Right?
All right. I
Yeah.
don't mean to be harsh when I say this, but after 12 days, when you have 80 confirmed and close to 1,000 people missing, it's not really
Okay.
missing alive. It's they're
Not
missing
looking good.
confirmation to who people are that aren't here anymore. Pretty much.
Okay. Okay. People missing.
Yeah, so I guess that's a better way. Of
I thought
saying
you
it.
said. Yeah, I thought you said 1,000 people displaced, like out of their homes, but you said missing.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
missing. Like they're not here anymore.
Yeah, I get you. I
That's
get you.
it's almost too much to fathom. Like 100 people, but nearly, and 5 days ago, nearly. I'm trying to find something more relative to today. Hold on. Oh, it's just too much. I unplugged that little thing I had hooked up for the TV. It's just too much. All right, let's hear this.
Okay, I could only stay on for 20 minutes. I gotta hit my store before 10.
Oh yeah, we won't stay on too much longer. We're just hanging out.
Okay, babe.
I don't even know if I'll keep this live.
I love you. Thank you, Sean.
Uh-huh. Have you ever just had the you ever just wanted to listen to Elvis?
No, but I you know what? No, but I wanted to listen to Frank Sinatra.
Like, I'm
They
not
won't
that
play
young.
him at-
Recovery
But I wanted to hear
efforts
some
at the
Frank Sinatra.
Hound Dog and all that. Those were because when I grew up and there was like this Elvis movie. I think I was maybe 9, 10. I'm gonna look for it. I don't know if it was called Graceland or something like that. It made me. I always had an interest in Elvis. It's kind of like the exact same. Well, maybe more Michael Jackson, but they always had this mystique, even as a child. And I never lost that idea of who I thought they were, just even despite their demise and I guess the way they died or their. I don't know, because some people's overall history is much bigger than the last couple years of how we've seen them. And I think Michael Jackson and Elvis, Tupac, those type of celebrated figures are people that are like that. But you have people like Amy Winehouse. And when you think of her, you think of all the shit that led up to her death. You don't think of that with Tupac. Although you could, All right, so let's listen to this real quick.
Okay.
2 minutes.
is battling a campfire in California have a new concern: rain. The storms could bring mudslides and complicate recovery efforts, DeMarco Morgan reports.
Many here once lived in a town called Paradise. Now they find themselves in a place of
Hold on.
despair.
Somebody turn their live down.
Their misery. Residents left homeless by the so-called campfire have been living in tents at this Walmart parking lot where it's smoky, unsanitary,
I'm not gonna
and
be able to
cold.
see anymore,
This
kitty.
is where you said they keep it. Kemi Machado says
It's
a
not
good
me,
thing
is
here
it?
is what keeps her daughter Lily warm at night.
The opportunity, but so is 30, 40, 30.
So you're just doing the best that you can.
Okay. Nanny.
Machado says she plans to head north to Oregon. Everyone gets a ticket, all right? But hundreds of other residents with nowhere else to go have been lining up for days at the one FEMA office.
I don't hear
The
nothing.
federal government will get them the help they need.
That's because y'all.
But
The
Sean,
campfire
you
destroyed nearly 14,000 homes and burned more than
Okay,
153,000 acres. But rising up,
Okay, real quick, I found out what the problem is. In order for y'all to be on Hangouts, you have to turn down the live. And in order for me not to double, I have to mute my Hangouts. But in order for me, because y'all live is down, I have to unmute. You get what I'm saying? It's a small conundrum.
Okay.
So now I get it.
Okay.
So here's the thing. It's a simple fix. When I'm playing something else, everybody mute, and it will be no
You
feedback.
have to mute.
So I'll play this over.
Okay.
Okay. Let me mute.
Mm-hmm.
is a day of hope.
California have a new concern: rain. The storms could bring mudslides and complicate recovery efforts. DeMarco Morgan reports.
Many here once lived in a town called Paradise. Now they find themselves in a place of despair. And this week's rainfall is only adding to their misery.
Are y'all still
For
there?
weeks, residents left homeless by the so-called campfire have been
he
living in
muted us.
tents at this Walmart
Yeah, I thought
parking
we
lot
had to mute.
where it's smoky,
I have to mute too?
unsanitary, and cold.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is where you sit
I
in.
didn't
I'm
know.
not sure.
Jamie Machado
I'm
says
not
a
sure
propane
either.
heater is what keeps her daughter
I'm
warm
muted
warm
anyway.
at night.
Well, no, you when we hear things because I'm hearing dead silence.
I won't be able to hear him.
Okay, look.
We don't hear him. He's not even there.
So you can't.
Did y'all hear?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
there. He's
this
on.
this is what's supposed to happen.
Machado says she
Listen,
No,
y'all.
the person I see, I see Los Angeles.
Okay,
Oh,
listen,
there
y'all.
he is.
This is
I
what's
got
supposed to
you.
happen.
Okay.
Wait, Sean. When y'all mute your Hangout, you turn up your YouTube so you can hear the telecast.
Mute my hangout.
Mute your
And then
Hangout.
go.
Turn up your
Uh-huh.
YouTube.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So I don't want to run that the same one until. Damn. Just seeing these pictures is crazy. All right, so y'all mute up and turn up your YouTube. Okay. We're gonna put their ads. I think we figured it out though. All right. Man, it's just so sad, so sad.
What?
Now I'm gonna take all day.
Paradise was once home to 26,000 people, but the campfire moved as fast as 80 football fields a minute, quick enough to melt cars while drivers tried to get away.
It just feels surreal, you know what I'm saying? But it's not no dream, it's definitely real.
I can't.
Dwayne was lucky.
My YouTube. Oh, there you go.
Fire didn't touch his house, but if he had to do it all over again, he would have left.
Get the hell out of here.
Yo, why are you still here? You're the only person we've seen for miles.
Because I'm stupid. Do you have a cell phone I could try to call my family?
Yeah, of
That
course.
works? Kayla, I'm fine. This is your dad, I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine.
What are you doing?
I'm staying at the house. Our neighborhood didn't burn. I'm fine.
How are you getting sick after all that?
Kayla, haven't had a cigarette for 3 days. I'm not worried about smoking at this point.
Evacuation orders since the fire started. The town didn't want to leave his cell, but it's special needs. Pacific Gas and Electric had alerted about 70,000 residents, including Terry, that it was considering cutting off power, but it later canceled plans to do that. Johnny Fisk is a lawyer representing residents, cities, and counties against PG&E in the Butte Fire, Marquette fires, and now this one.
This was somebody's home. This was somebody's life. This was the accumulation of oftentimes a life's work. You can talk to a judge about that all day long. And I also showed him the photographs of what this looks like. You don't really start to feel the pain and the lack of dignity that you feel after your life is over.
Then just a day before the fire, PG&E came up with warnings to residents saying they may turn off electricity because there's risks of fire starting. But then they didn't turn the power off.
We know, as a matter of fire science, that high winds and dry weather are some of the most dangerous conditions. And so when you're running large electrical lines, and when you don't power down those lines in high wind events, and those lines fall or fail, those energized lines with thousands of volts of electricity are running into dry brush, dry trees, dry vegetation, and that's what causes these wildfires.
PG&E says they will fully cooperate with any investigations, and state officials say they're still looking into how the fire started. In California, even if a utility does everything possible to prevent a fire, if their equipment caused it, they're responsible. PG&E expects losses of about $2.5 billion for its role in 14 wildfires last year. Yesterday, a coalition of lawyers filed a suit accusing PG&E of negligence. Litigation could take years. At a Paradise community meeting this week, a PG&E representative couldn't even finish speaking.
And basically replace the entirety of the infrastructure.
Internet security, ask this person to leave. Thank you. Thank you.
Litigation could bring in money to rebuild, but it's unclear what Paradise would look like.
It's so hard right now because people are just, we don't know everybody is, you know. It's just a one great community. I'm sure we're going to rebuild, but I don't know where you start. Where do you start? Everything's gone.
Damn. It gets deep. I don't want to show too much depictions of the fires and stuff like that.
No, that's a shame, really.
Most of the homes and stuff that were lost were like big, great homes. Like, you know, they were in communities where people built their homes. These weren't projects, or no offense, but these weren't like apartment communities. These weren't just like regular neighborhoods. It was like people who had life savings and money and homes built from the ground, and like little paradise neighborhoods, you know, gone. So if PG&E has been in trouble already for, you know, you just heard, you know, they have previous lawsuits, and they are the culprit behind the malfunction that started these fires. 60 different malfunctions at one time. That's why I say to some people, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's truth. You can decide to believe or in certain parts of it or not, but you can't deny that there's more than meets the eye with a lot of these situations. And it's sad.
Okay. What do you think started the fires? What's the PG&E? What's that?
I don't want to assume. Okay,
but I don't want to assume they started it. But what is, you said the abbreviation for what? What is that?
I'm gonna look it up. That's why I said that.
Okay.
Actually see on your phone screen if it's a metal or wooden stud, a pipe or wire. You can even detect.
I thought it was like a natural disaster. No, something had to bleed us. Something had to spark the fire, right?
Yeah, no, that was not natural.
You're on a job.
That wasn't
You don't
natural.
know what's behind your wall.
That was not
It can be
natural.
really dangerous.
Okay.
It can mean costing you extra money for misquoting.
Okay. I know sometimes in Alberta or out there out west, they have fires like that. It's supposed to be it's like natural. Wow, that was just, that's sad.
Very, very. I lost my page.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna look. But I just heard about the fires. I never really heard anything much about it. Cause I'm up here in Canada. We're worried about snow and ice
Right.
and falling on our
And
and
heat.
falling on our heads, but we heard about it.
And heat
We
waves.
heard. Mm.
There's an echo.
Another one?
It came back when somebody came back.
I came back because I got my thing. I got to see your face. Okay, I'll turn off.
Hey,
my
ain't
mic.
okay. Ain't okay. I'm not complaining.
I want to see your face. I haven't seen your face in a while, Sean.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay. Go ahead. Not too often does someone even say they want to see your face. I mean, think about it. Hey, ask any of us. How often do you hear that phrase? Hey, sis.
Yeah.
I want to see your face.
I was actually told that tonight.
Oh, see, we're in rare company tonight.
Exactly.
All right, so let's see.
Yeah, he said it too. I'm ready to see your face.
What caused California wildfire? Okay. How long is this? 'Cause I want to hear all this extra. Don't want to hear. You know how you go on something and the heading sounds really interesting and it's like some dude talking and you don't get to really see what's up?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go to this one. Hopefully they give me some love. No commercial. Who's the
Sean, I'm going to have to go now because I got a half an hour to get to that store.
Okay.
I need some.
So
Hey, I love you guys.
I'm going to delete
and I'll
this.
see you next.
Okay, I'm going to delete this, so whatever information I get, I'll just talk about it the next live.
Okay, loves. Okay, talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
For the growing number of massive
Bye, y'all.
fires ripping through California.
I can't hang up.
Some answers.
All right, y'all mute real quick. Let's hear this.
Engagement at the Natural Resources Defense Council, Bob Deans, and Pacific Legal Foundation attorney Jonathan Wood. Welcome to Vulcan.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so the AP doing some fact checking on this says this: nature provides the dangerous winds that have lit the fires, and human-caused climate change over the long haul is killing and drying the shrubs and trees that provide the fuel. That's not to say California is blameless. Urban development encroaching on wildlands also is a factor. Jonathan.
Well, obviously the dry conditions are a big factor in this. Recurring droughts are making it worse. But you can't ignore the effect that state and local and federal regulations are having. Most of these forests are federally owned. They haven't been managed well for decades, and fires are getting worse. In the late 80s and early 90s, an average of 2.9 million acres in the U.S. burned. In the
Sorry about that. Okay. Come on now. I think this is right up the alley of what I was talking about a couple minutes ago because, let me see. They ain't going to give you no raw answer.
managed well for decades, and fires are getting worse. In the late 80s and early 90s, 9 million acres in the U.S. burned. In the 90s and 2000s, that doubled to over 6 million acres, and in 2015, we set a record with 10 million acres. The problem is getting worse, and solving it's going to require more active management, more people working together. I think one of the things that stood out in Trump's comments when he visited the fires was he emphasized that we have to reach out and that environmentalists have to work with regulators, with forest managers, and with the federal government, that if this is about a fight and about assigning blame, we're not going to have fewer fires next year. We're just going to have more fights.
Okay, Wall Street Journal, the editorial board wrote a piece called California's Paradise Lost, and then talking about what the overall U.S. Forest Service mission is and that it's been hampered. They said this: once upon a time, the U.S. Forest Service mission was to actively manage the federal government's resources, yet numerous laws
I
of the
don't
last
like that. You know what? They're not saying we'll just do a little bit of this. I mean a little bit. Come on now.
It's 11:30 a.m. on October 10th, 2017, and I just want to go over some basic facts with you guys about fires. The average house fire burns at a temperature of about 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, which isn't hot enough to destroy most metals and earthly made substances. And if an item is well placed and small in size, its chances of survival increase drastically. Let's take a look at the burning point of a couple of materials. Glass burns at around 2600 to 2900 degrees Fahrenheit, which is more than double the regular temperature of house fires or forest fires. Let's see what we can find out about aluminum. Aluminum melts at around 1220 degrees. Some alloys burn a little bit hotter, around 1900 degrees. Now let's take a look at what the National Institute of Fire Safety and Safety Training say what will not generally burn in a house fire. Jewelry, because it's metal. Silver coins, because they're metal. Filing cabinets, steel filing cabinets are built to so that businesses won't have to deal with the loss of important files after building fires. Many people keep personal documents in filing cabinets, which are often kept in home offices. And it says here that silver burns around 1800 degrees.
Come on, lady, get to the point.
Let's go down to barbecue grills, cookware, some appliances.
Oh, real quick, y'all. I want to see. Oh, it's already at the lowest. Okay.
Stone table, fire safes. Let's see, it says here about tools. Because the melting point of carbon steel is between 2600 and 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And the melting point of stainless steel is roughly 2700 degrees. So you're not going to see your barbecues melt. You're not going to see your ovens, your most of your appliances. They're not going to melt. They'll be burned, they'll be damaged, but they're not going to melt. It's common to find an appliance or two that remains intact. There's chaos around there, but many appliances these days are made with stainless steel, which gives them a sleek and design durability. So a lot of people have these things, but the metal, the frame itself of these things is not going to melt. So let's take a peek at what happened here. Well, let me just show you some pictures here of normal house fires. What's usually left afterwards? There's a bunch of rubble and everything's black. Usually the frames of the buildings stand. And there's a bunch of crap around the trees, or around the place, buildings. The frame of the building stays intact. The entire building does not disappear. There's still debris. There's a huge debris field after these things. You see, there's like gutters and stuff. And the wood, even though it does burn, it doesn't totally burn. Now, this is white stuff from what they put the fire out with, but generally you see that all of these houses, every one of them is black. Now, this car was right next to a fire, and it still has glass. Its wheels are still intact. This thing actually burned, but it didn't melt the tires. It didn't melt the glass in the vehicle. You see all the rubble? This is just rubble because these places implode.
Real quick, you know what she's about to get to, right? She's about to tell you, we're not going to be able to listen to this whole video. We're going to come back and listen to this. I'm going to save it. She's about to tell you that the degree of temperature that these fires reached, that they weren't regular house fires. They weren't things that itself with something that's able to malfunction and cause a fire. It's not any of those things associated with your normal house that's able to reach a degree in a temperature that did the damage that it's doing there in California. When you're able to melt certain things that requires 2,500 degrees, then you know you're dealing with something other than just a normal fire. I guess the Wi-Fi tripping. You tripping Wi-Fi?
After the structure falls apart, it collapses, but you still see they're all singed. They're all black. And even in the forest fires, the trees themselves are still black. And you can see, you know, you have bricks on the bottom, and not all the aluminum siding or vinyl siding melts. Look at these. The structure, the outward frame of the houses still stands. But that's not what we see in these crazy forest fires. The entire things just disappear.
Obliterated.
Should be visible to people with eyes to see. Here's this neighborhood before.
Oh,
and I want you to look, you guys. There's absolutely nothing left. You don't see any part of any of the structure.
I want to go back a couple seconds. What the entire fuck?
And I want you to look, you guys. There's absolutely nothing left. You don't see any part of any of the structures anywhere. This isn't possible. There's something else.
Okay, that's exactly all I needed to see. I'm gonna stop right there for the most part. So we can
on.
Let me see. Wow. I've never seen that. I've never seen that before either. So that's a good. Whoa. Ladies, are there? Hello?
I'm here.
Okay. Did you see that last image?
No, actually, I didn't.
Okay. Okay. Look at
In order for me to hold on, let me get back to the screen.
All right. I want you to see. This is the reason why I was playing this. But I'm gonna play it in its entirety again. My next live. A typical fire leaves structures up. A regular house fire. This whole neighborhood is obliterated. It's gone. There's no structures, which lets you know that conspiracy shit is there's fact to it. Okay, look.
And I want you to look, you guys. There's absolutely nothing left. You don't see any part of any of the structure of any of the forest fires.
Okay, watch this.
The entire things just disappear. Should be visible to people with eyes to see. Here's this neighborhood before. You guys, there's absolutely nothing left. You don't see any part of any of the structures anywhere. This isn't possible. There's something else going on here.
All right, let's see if she gets to. Don't they look? They look. See how there's no connection? Look at this. That's so telling. Look, when you look at the fires, there's not. It's not. It's fires. You can visibly see it. It's like each structure, like, you know, if you think laser, it's not gonna get the shit in between the houses. It's like just hitting the house. Boom, laser, fire, obliterated. The degrees of that laser is so much hotter than normal fire. But you notice how in between all these structures, there's no fire? That is unbelievable. Look at this shit. Man. Am I tripping or there's no fire at all in between the homes? Yeah, you were supposed to film that. So I see a little bit of something. So that's probably like a home that is on to get hit. Oh, wow. That's what she's showing us. The laser beam. And hurry up and turn it off. Wow. That showed me. That showed me. Woo, look at it. Look at it. Lasers that missed the house. Whoa.
Alleged to, right? Yeah. Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay.
Rather than simply waving our hands and.
Oh no, I wasn't crazy. I'm not crazy.
We're actually using trillion.
Did y'all see what they just showed us? That was enough. The helicopter caught the beams. You've seen fires in very specific on the homes. Boom, 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 boom on the homes. Like a fucking video or something, right? And then you see the tree. How did the tree get the marks like that? How did the tree get those marks? They look like chunks missing this very... Whoa, man, whoa. Even, you know, like I told y'all before, even when you know something, or you think something, and then when it's confirmed, it still kind of makes you feel like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah. All right. So I'm definitely going to end this live, and I'm going to delete this live. This was more so for us to hang out, talk a little bit. You know, thank the ladies for showing up on Hangout. You guys want to say hello before we go? Let me turn this up. I might have to hit that one more time. Hold on, Ziz. I can't hear you yet. All right, somebody say something. Oh man, that's so crazy. I can't believe what I just seen.
Like a laser
Okay, there.
coming down,
Yeah, that I'm baffled right now.
and then the cameraman hurried up and jerked the camera away.
Yes. And you seen the beams coming. You seen how the fire was very specific. That it wasn't a fire. It was fires. And the lady proved by degree and by all those other depictions of fire that there's black and all what she showed us is white. You know what white is? White is when the fire was so hot that it goes past the burnt, because the burnt is actually saying there's still life here under this black. There's still life. That white, like when you're barbecuing, for instance, that white coal is gone. That white coal is ash. So normal house fires show the structures of what it burned. These fires, you couldn't even go up to it and tell me what the floor plan was. You can't tell me nothing about what. Nothing. So it kind of just confirms my beliefs as far as that was no normal fire. And that how that cameraman jerked off and the evidence on that tree and what we Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this live. Thank you, ladies, again for your participation with our hangouts. We will be back Monday. Here you go. I got my nephew here. One nephew I haven't seen since he was 1, and the other one he was like 9. So me and
And how old is he now?
the 16-year-old one, the one that was 9, he been here since yesterday, just playing the game, eating and stuff, you know. And then the little one, he was out with Sean. They went to some air bungee. It was I have pictures of. I have him tell me he just got here since July. But he was going in the air because of the air that was coming out of the machine was so good, strong, it was blowing him in the air. But there's an instructor guy who's holding him, doing tricks with him, and they're going in the air inside of a closed thing, and they're have gear on and stuff. But I'm gonna pick his little brain and see exactly what that was all about. Pretty cool. And so yeah, basically him and his little cousin are hanging out, and they're just like, yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and end it with FWTS. You guys have a great night. I guess maybe I am getting a little bit of a cold, I guess. Guess y'all can hear it better than I can. So I'll fight it off. But yes, Queen, you guys have a great night. And again, thank y'all for showing up. Be back Monday with the poetry flair.
All right, we will be there.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hang up the hangout and then end the live on the song.
All right. Good night.
Waiting room full of patience, and they all slither by me. Yeah, they on that snake shit. I medicated them all. I talk less and just fall. I'm just trying to rise. I feel rather fall. These hoes cry and they crawl. I guess I should be gracious. I'm on a quest for greatness. Can't give you none of my time.
Good night, Queens.
Baby, why would you waste it? Oh. You know I get wasted, blaze it face to face, just face it. We on something legendary. They know I'm psycho, they know I might go. Throw it back up and then cut off them lights. So my goons stay cold, cause they got that nice flow. We got a double bag, baby, and that cargo. I got a diamond where my motherfucking heart go. You say you be everywhere, but now where I go. I take it there one time.
You know what? I'm glad I did that. I actually wanted to hear this real quick. We haven't really heard many songs because I haven't been live that much. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is here. No, you just had big old chocolate. You got to eat that chocolate? Yeah, what did I just say? That's the biggest chocolate I've ever seen. You talking about some donuts. Oh, man. These kids nowadays. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and end the live right here, y'all. I'm tired. I gotta tend to my kids. You guys have a great night. Thank you for tuning in to me. Hopefully we tune in again. And watch what I'll do after this week. Well, watch how the channel grows after this show. I got a couple tricks up my sleeves. And it ain't a lot of tricks because I ain't got a lot of sleeves. Y'all have a good night. Peace and positivity. Be humble. Work on yourself. Love yourself. Love someone else. Good night.